May of 2018. Me with my family took a trip to the east coast of United States. The first we saw was of course the Statue of Liberty, one of the seven wonders of the world. And should I say or not, but by the God's mercy, the weather was not really good. It was raining, it was really shivering and chilly. But hey, no one's gonna stop us from seeing the Statue of Liberty. We have traveled thousands of miles to see this, and we are not gonna leave this. There were lots and lots of tourists, but I managed to take a lot of photos. You know, when you got a sister with you, you just cannot escape without taking photos. The next place we visited was the World Trade Center. This World Trade Center was just beside the one that was unfortunately attacked. And now we were heading to the 102nd floor of this World Trade Center, also known as World 1. On the 102nd floor of this World Trade Center, there was an observatory deck on which you can stand and see the entire New York. On our way up, there were lots of screens all around us telling us the development of New York and the glory of New York. Stepping into the lift, which was by the way really fast, there was an animation all around us on the three sides, which told us about the evolution of New York over the years. Getting on to the 102nd floor, there was a really huge screen in front of us which was playing a movie, again about New York of course, and that movie went on for a while. And as the movie ended, the screen just magically slided up, showing us the entire New York in front of us. But whoops, in our case, the weather wasn't that good and we could see nothing but clouds. This was probably the most highest point you could get on New York, but in our case too, these clouds had covered everything. We couldn't see anything. But no regrets, we found a souvenir shop over there and spent most of our time buying stuff. The next we entered was the streets of Manhattan. We were in front of the New York Stock Exchange, the world's most targeted stock exchange. And standing in front of it was a charging bull, which by the way has a really deep meaning. Google it if you want. But for us, it was a really good spot for photos. The next place we went has always been my dream, and the 0.01% of you guys who cannot still recognize this place. This was the Times Square. We spent most of the time just roaming around, getting into the flow and vibes of New York City, buying souvenirs here and there, enjoying the vibes. And you just cannot escape a place without getting gifts for your loved ones. Well, that's not what I say. That's what my father says. Some crazy photographs with the dressed up superheroes and some more crazy videos for your Instagram stories is a must. The next day we traveled 3 hours and reached the capital of United States, Washington DC. And no sooner were in front of the U.S. Capitol where all the laws are made. And don't worry, just like you, even I didn't know anything. We had a local guide with us named Carol, and Carol, if you're listening, shout out to you. She explained us things around us. And you would be called a fool if you didn't visit the White House if you ever visited Washington DC. So guys, this is the White House for you. Oh, that's me. Just don't mind, I'm kinda self-obsessed. And the next place we visited was, no wonder, the sweetest place on earth, Hersheys Chocolate Factory, or also Hersheys Chocolate World. I was kinda excited. On entering, our tour guide guided us to the chocolate tour. So this was the passage before we entered the tour. On entering and seeing the ride, I was like, whoa, is this a roller coaster or something? But no, it wasn't a roller coaster. Me with my family sat in a car kind of thing, four of us in one car, and the ride proceeded. He told us about how the chocolates are made from the very basics, and how are they packed, and how are they, like, I don't know, like sterilized or something. And this is me again, kind of self-obsessed story. And as the ride ended, we made an exit through a shop. No wonder, a beautiful marketing strategy by Hersheys, and they really tempted us bad to buy some chocolates. And I'm not showing you guys, but I bought tons and tons of chocolates. The next day was a travel day, and we traveled for around 7 hours and reached Niagara. After having our dinner at around 9 o'clock, we had a walk to Niagara Falls, and my god, the view was breathtaking. From the Canadian side, they threw light on the Niagara Falls. The light changed continuously, and my god, trust me, the camera is not at all doing justice. The justice can only be made by our eyes, and my god, I was really mesmerized by the view. And after a while, out of nowhere, these fireworks started bursting, and my god, the view was really awesome. The fireworks went on for really a long time, like 5 to 10 minutes, but I have recorded a small part for you guys. You guys can enjoy. The next place we visited was the Caves of Wind, the place of which I had zero idea of what it was, but it turned out to be the most memorable experience of my life. Initially, they made us sit in front of a huge screen and showed us the entire history of Niagara Falls, which, by the way, guys, is really interesting, and you must Google it. They made us carry rain ponchos, by which I knew that we are gonna get wet. And what happened next is beyond my abilities to describe in words. So, guys, enjoy. Doing this, my dear friends, was really difficult. After enjoying, we headed to the Maid of Mist, which was supposed to be a boat that would sail around the Niagara Falls. But my dear friends, this was no ordinary boat. You may see in few seconds. They too gave us rain ponchos, which meant definitely we are going to get wet. Yo, me again, self obsessed. The boat sailed very close to the Niagara Falls, and at this point, I don't know if you can get from the camera, but I couldn't even look at the Niagara Falls. The water was spraying really hard on my face, there were winds blowing, and dude, the experience was truly out of this world. Everybody screamed as the boat neared the Niagara Falls.